Hey, this is Joe. Welcome back. If you're coming back, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. I am Joe. I uh, I give you tips, a little bit of tips of what I've experienced through the awakening process and to help you through it, and also give you some helping hands to what you need to know and what I experienced myself. But over a year and a half ago, I went through it, and um, so I know a little bit a lot about what's going on, and I know if you're getting this message that you're most likely in the awakening process. You're realizing things are changing, perception of reality has changed, and things are looking differently to you than before. And this is a good thing, not a bad. And no, you're not going crazy. So I had a mosquito on me. That's what I want to let you know. For first off and firsthand, when I was going through it, I didn't have any other humans to really that like me giving messages. So I had to rely on my spiritual team, which you have as well, the God, universe, the divine itself, however you want to refer to it, as well as your spiritual guides and your angelic angelic team, your archangels, and your ancestors, your past loved ones. So all of them on your side. And my message today is that you're not alone in this journey. There's, what do you call it, ups and downs in the journey, and a lot of it, you think that going through the healing process, like anything, either, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual, there's bad days and good days, and the best thing I can say is that even the bad days, you have to reflect on it and be grateful for what things you learned. And I know it's hard because I've been there, and at the end of the day, it's like, oh gosh, what are we doing? What am I doing this for? Or what am I doing wrong? And it's really not it's not punishment to you, it's not punishment at all. It's actually the opposite. It's a blessing to be in this process and to be in the waiting journey, which you chose as a soul, like I did. And it's one to resolve family traumas in your traumas in your family that's been passed down from generation to generation, as well as any addictions, um, illnesses, ailments, um, what else? Traumas, abuse. Anything that's one emotional, psychological, spiritual. All of them are above. All the above have an influence on your body, and that what the healing that you're going through, or will go through, is for all those reasons, and it will help you to release those things just by the simple act of meditating. And when you do meditation and you do the breath work, the five counts for in, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds for holding it, and 6 to 7 breaths out, 6 or 7 seconds for breaths out. You learn that just slowing down your nervous system changes your reality. You become more present. You focus on the breath through your nose, focus on your breath through your stomach, and just be without music if you can. Like, be in nature if you want to. Like right now, I'm in the backyard just listening to birds and stuff. And it's just the most important thing is getting to a place where you can be silent and be with yourself, and that's the most important thing. So, and doing it, being consistent. If you only do it once in a while, it's not going to be as beneficial, because it's just consistency. It's like anything. I think that's one of the most successful things you can do is be consistent in anything. Like whether it's your finances, your daily habits, your daily things you do, is being consistent. Whether it's as it is, as long as it benefits you or benefits you. So that's one of the most important things. And is doing the meditations and then having a journal, getting a notebook or journal, whatever you want to do, just to write your thoughts, write your things that you feel, write the things that you learned in the day, and write the things you want to release, things you made you mad during the day and that ticked you off, and or you ticked somebody else off, and how you felt. And just like I said, it's, if you don't write it in a journal, write it like a voice, record your voice in the phone. I mean, some things like that work well, and you can listen to it over again. And that's an awesome tool to use in journaling as all. I mean, I use both, so it doesn't have to be one or the other. And the most critical thing is to be present in the day by meditating, because usually by the time I get to around noon during the weekday, I'm already at the peak of stress at work. So and that's when I let's say, and then after the rest of the day, then when I come home, before I come home, I like to do the meditation first thing in the morning, and then before I come home, or when I come home actually, and then do it for 15-20 minutes before engaging with all the family and stuff. So, and then the 15-20 minutes at night. So those are the most important times of the day, I think, to do the meditation. And the other kind of thing I would suggest too is taking time for yourself and do something what you like, whether it be playing basketball, playing baseball, jumping jacks, or whatever. I mean, something that brings you joy, that you'd say, and something probably you haven't done in a while. So those are the things that you should try in a day to do, and I would highly recommend it, as well as being present with your family members after meditating, because you'll feel much better. If you're in an argument or get in a heated discussion or whatever, it's better just to walk away and do a meditation to bring yourself back into, how do you say, your center point, so that you can go back into that person and have a better conversation. And that's what I would highly recommend to you. So have an awesome day. Hope these tips resonate with you, and that in your journey. Every day is actually an awesome day. It's a day of learning, of healing, and of releasing. And as you do that, the more and more you release, the better, lighter you feel, and at the same time, it's the more joy you feel as well. I mean, at the moment you don't, because you're releasing a lot of it bottled emotion. But after the day's done, maybe at the end of the day, you reflect on it and be grateful for the things that you're able to feel and release. And I feel myself, like today, discussion with my sister and stuff of things that happened in the past, that my other sister helped me to, just in discussing it. I mean, unfortunately, haven't been able to speak to my other sister for a long time, just because of the issue. So just discussing it helps just relieve some of the burden that you feel from it. But obviously, it would be the best if we could resolve it together. And I definitely recommend that for anybody that's going through a family disagreement where two members of the family do not talk anymore for whatever issue. It's best to try to resolve it for the best of both parties. I mean, just to understand what you call their both sides. Sides of the fence. I mean, sides of the understand both sides of the argument, and whether one's right or one. I don't know if, I mean, I don't, how do you say that? Maybe you won't ever get in agreement who's right, but at the same time, both can actually just agree to be in a disagreement and better, and live, like, I guess, more in at peace with one another, and not how you say, not being in a state of where there's no communication, no between those two people. So if you have that situation, I highly recommend trying to mend it if you can. I mean, obviously, it can't take just one party. It's got to be both. And like I'm trying to do myself, I've been trying to do it myself, but yet the other party doesn't want to do it. So my best suggestion is if you can get this is I guess my personal experience too is if you get the both parties to agree to disagree, or at least to talk, that's the best thing. Anyways, hope you have an awesome day. Again, take my tips and hope they resonate. If they do, do a subscribe, like, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.